Okay, Bruno affiliates, we're now getting into Monday, which is our January 22nd, 2024 workout. Here, we're gonna start off with some split jerks, then we're gonna get into the workout ready player one, which is gonna be 3 rounds for time of 400-meter run, 10 clean and jerks at 155, 105, and 10 bar facing burpees. Real focus today is to really lean into the technique of the split jerk, go up in that range of 80 to 85% for those 2 sets of 1, and then move into a workout where it's really focused on barbell cycling and working probably on quick singles, moving into those bar facing burpees, 3 rounds for time, trying to lean into the run, focus on quick singles, and then move through the burpees nice and efficient. So that's kind of how I would want to talk to people at the whiteboard, and then I would just have them get out and tell them what you need for the warm-up so that we're not spending a lot of time talking over the warm-up, but you're going to lead them through it. So what I would have them do is tell them to go for a 400-meter run. They're going to come back in. What I want them to do is grab yourself a barbell and get yourself in lines. Okay, so now that we're out in lines, I'm going to have everybody grab their barbell up. We're going to put that barbell on the behind the neck position, and we're going to go in a split jerk position. So I'm going to have everybody stand out. What it's going to be is you're going to step forward, step back, right? Adjust people if you need to. What we want to think about is width, just inside shoulders, right? Sorry, just outside shoulders. You'll step forward, you'll step back, bend that back knee, tuck the pelvis, right? We're overhead. The barbell's on the back, and you're going to go for those behind the neck, snatch grip, right? Presses. Then we'll be going into back rack reverse lunge. So you're just going to put that on the back rack. We're just going to go alternating lunges, right? Or go 5 on the right, 5 on the left. Either way, you'll keep that barbell on the back. We're going to go into those king squats. King squat is you're going to go over to a good morning. You're going to sink down to the squat, good morning, and come back up, right? Move through that. Everything's with a barbell here. Then you're just going to put that barbell down. You're going to go into the world's greatest stretch. Just moving in. The reason why we like doing the world's greatest stretch on each is that you can kind of stay in there as long as you like and move through it. So I'm just gonna have athletes come down, just lean into it. You're just gonna go elbow to instep. You're gonna lean into that, right? Rotate to the sky, work on thoracic rotation up through there. Kick back into a half kneeling hamstring stretch. Do 5 on the right, 5 on the left. And then that barbell's already out. We're just gonna practice on efficiency of some bar facing burpees. So that's either you hop up, jump over, hop up, jump over, or it's burpee, jump both feet together, jump over it, or even just a burpee, step, step, jump over the top. So we can go through that nice and quick. Just talk to athletes through one round, just be like, okay, one more round through, right? Get that barbell back on your back rack. They go in, right? Work on that pleasant split. If athletes ask you, do I switch legs? No. You always use the leg that you're going to throw out there. So I throw it out, throw it out. I'm always right foot forward and left leg back. This is a skill. This is not a strength movement. So with the skill movement, it's okay to have a little bit of asymmetry there. When we're working on strength movements, that's why we even things up with alternating lunges and so forth, just like we did in the warm-up. So that's kind of how I would tackle the warm-up. It's super quick because all you need is that 400-meter run, gets athletes going. You grab the barbell up. You should be able to get through the barbell component and bar facing burpees in under 6 minutes. So if you think about that, that's a total of 8 minutes on that, which means that we can lean up into grabbing athletes out and pulling them into split jerk technique and form. So we'll go up, we're gonna grab barbells to the rack. Now, big focus that we wanna do here is when we grab that barbell in the rack, we're gonna come underneath. I like to think about thumbs, right, away from shoulders. That's a good position, maybe even a little bit out, depending on some athletes. If you see any athletes in here, they're gonna have a really hard time, right, pressing through. So think out here, engage the lat, so I'm really kind of flaring those out. We're gonna focus on that dip and drive. Big cue for me on a dip and drive for the split jerk is thinking about dip vertically and thinking about scratching your back on a wall. So dip and drive, dip and drive. The dip should just be unlock the knees. So it's unlock the knees and go. That's gonna be the big focuses that I wanna think about in terms of how to keep the vertical drive on that bar. Then it's going through, when I think about the barbell, I want the barbell to be in the center, so I think about driving through the barbell. So dip, drive, and then it's throw through. So you're through, push down, bend, and then it's gonna be front foot, back foot, catch, dip, drive, and go. All right, so those are gonna be the key points that we wanna work through with our athletes. I would have them all do at least 3 reps where you're cueing them through it. You're gonna say, okay, athlete step away from the rig, dip, drive. All right, go. Have them pause on the catch, Then say front foot, back foot, catch the barbell, ready, and go. Hit them again, ready, and go. And I would cue them through that, then have them load up to 70% on that barbell. So what that does there, so we have about 8 minutes on the warm up. We prime them up with just some cueing, some progressions. You walk around, you give touches. By giving them 3 reps that you can, as you do the 3 reps, you walk around the room and you kind of survey who needs a little bit more help there. And as they warm up in weights, you can actually, as opposed to just pausing everybody as they're moving through the progression and then fixing each person one at a time, you see those 3 to 5 reps cued, and then you let them start warming up to their weight, and then people that you know need a little bit more help, you tackle as they're warming up to their working loads, and maybe you tell them to maybe stay a little bit lighter and work a little bit more on form here. So once we do that, it's gonna be every 90 seconds for 8 sets. You're gonna be doing a set of split jerks with varying rep ranges. So we're gonna be doing 3 reps at 70% for 2 sets, then 2 reps at 75% for 2 sets. And then we'll do our bigger set is gonna be the 2 by 1 at 80-85%. This is a nice area where we work on speed, form, dynamics. We can really kind of focus on what we're trying to hit there for the day. But then what's nice about this is we're gonna do a drop set to focus more on that form, more on that speed, reinforce good catch position with 2 more sets here of 2 reps, 1 at 75%, and then 1 last one at 70%, just really dialing it in. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that barbell out to the floor. Now we're gonna work on clean and jerks, right? I don't wanna necessarily belabor the clean and jerk today. We've done a lot of clean and jerk technique work. So what it's gonna be is it's gonna be, okay, let's go down to kind of like a lighter load. Let's say you are working at the level 3 RX weight of 155, 105. You're gonna go down to the floor. We're gonna think about, okay, let's go with 95, 65, good starting weight. I want to see smooth off the floor, catch in that good position, and then catch underneath, drop the barbell, or shoulders, hips go, or hips go, catch, jump, right? And you can move into that and work on some barbell cycling techniques just with that 95, 65 bar. As athletes kind of warm up, get a couple singles in there, get a couple touch and go reps in there, focus on movement and efficiency. Big key focus is as we get to the start position, it's a dynamic start. Chest up, eyes forward, knees out, right? Butt down, I'm gonna drive away. I'm letting my hips, shoulders rise at the same time, catching that front rack position, and then come up and land in that push jerk position. Those are gonna be the key points. And then we've already kind of talked about bar facing burpees in the warm up, so don't need much to go on that, and you are all ready to go. So the transition between the split jerk and ready player 1, pretty quick today. Knowing that the split jerk is 8 sets there, it's about 13 minutes of work. We have time domain of 10 to 15 minutes with a 15-minute time cap for ready player 1. And that keeps us in the time range of really being able to get through the movements and have an effective class session with this. Time domain, again, 10 to 15 minutes, 15-minute time cap. We're trying to complete each round in 4 minutes, and then we're gonna maintain consistent pacing across is the secondary objective. Focus here is gonna be that barbell conditioning, kind of VO2 max style, as we are in that 10 to 15-minute time range. So you're really thinking like high power output glycolytic, really like high aerobic work, and then an RPE of 8 out of 10. Now, when we're thinking about scaling modifications, first thing we're gonna do is scale the load. So competitors scale the load up, and actually we add 5 bar facing burpees, but keep the 10 clean and jerks. Level 2 is gonna go to 115-75. So they're just reducing the weight. Level 1 is now gonna change the movement pattern a little bit and reduce the weight. We're gonna go to hang clean and jerk. So this is, again, probably a hang power clean and jerk at 75-55, 10 bar facing burpees. They can do step overs the bar versus the others that are trying to do jump overs the bar. We're looking at our masters 55 plus, we're gonna go down to a 95-65 pound bar facing burpees. And then that's a way to kind of keep the progression going, have everybody hit the same workout, and we're gonna really get an effective class session with that. All right, we'll then move into our proven recovery number 8. Big focus here is making sure that we both get the shoulders and hips, as this is kind of like a big full body session. So just move through those movements that I have written in there. And then our optional accessory work today is gonna be a little bit more based around some extra volume for the upper body. And we're gonna be going 4 sets for quality, 15 banded tricep extensions, then right into push-ups. So you're actually fatiguing the triceps, then going into push-ups, a little bit different than we normally do. Then banded bicep curls, right? And then fatigued chin-ups. So right through here. So we're working on a little bit more of that bicep. And then you're gonna go up and you're gonna jump up and you're gonna go max effort L hang. That's a hang position here, active lat, legs pointed out in an L position. And that finishes off our Monday, right? Get after it. I'll see you in the gym.